I left my abuser and I was staying at a friend's house for about a week. And she reached out to me like, hey, Vicky, I think there's a program that could benefit you. It's called 1736. And she was like, here goes their number. Give them a call. I was like, I don't need help. She was like, honey, yeah, you do. You need help. If you think you don't need help, you need help. And so I'm like, I don't need. She's like, Vicky, you just left your daughter's dad. Like, you need help, sweetie. In every aspect of the way, you have to learn how to love yourself and break the cycle. So, I mean, I had to sit there and say to myself, okay, do I do this? Do I not do this? Do I want to? Do I not want to? Well, I have children. I don't want my boys growing up thinking that it's okay to disrespect anyone, to play with someone's life, to especially women. I've learned in life women are one of the most strongest but the most vulnerable people on earth. We carry so much weight as a human, as mothers, as nurturers. We play so many roles. We carry so many hats. Whether you're doctors, you're nurses, you're mothers, you're nurturers. Then the next minute you're a storyteller because you got to tell your kids a story. You know what I'm saying? Like it goes on and on and on as women. And I just we all want to be loved, and I want to be loved properly. And I just chose to get out and to live life happy. And since I've been here, one of the main things that I have learned here is to love yourself and put yourself and your children first, because there's no one else that's going to love you the way that you love yourself and your kids. I was very upset. He instantly was enraged, and he tried to fight me with my daughter in my arm. I picked my daughter up because she woke up and she was crying, and he tried to fight me with my daughter in my arm. Luckily, I moved, and his hand, he was, I guess he was trying to sock me. So his hand went straight through the wall. I moved so quick, and his hand went straight through the wall. If not, that hand would have hit my daughter. From that point on, I ran across the way, and my friend is the one that called 911, and the police came. And at that point, I was done. Afterwards, about 2 days later, I called around to see if I can stay at people's homes and if I could spend the night, or hotel vouchers, the whole work. And a lot of places right now don't have funding. So they turned me and my kids down because of the size that I have, 4 children, 1 adult. So I was completely turned down. I slept in my car for about a week. So I gave them a call. I was overwhelmed. I called them crying in historic, letting them know my situation, my story with my kids. And I was desperate. I'm not going to lie. I needed help. I was desperate for help. And it was on a Sunday. And I will never forget the lady who I spoke to. She goes, will you be available by 12? And then I go, well, by that time, I'll be just getting out of church. So can I call you once I get out? She was like, that's perfect. Yeah. I get out of church. Church was amazing. I get out of church and something said to call that number. But then again, it was another voice that was like, oh, forget it. They're going to probably deny you anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been denied so many times. You're giving it a try. And then there was that voice again. Victoria, go on and call them. What's there to lose? If they say no, they say no. Exactly. You know, there's nothing that beats a fail but a try. So that's what I did. I gave it a try. And once I called them, immediately I can tell in her voice that me and my kids had gotten in, and I just screamed out for Jesus because I like I said, I had nowhere to go. The first step was for me to actually meet the program at a meeting point. Once I met them at the meeting point, they were like, okay, well, you and your kids are in a safe area now. Now you can come. Once I came, once again, I cried again. I'm such a big crybaby. I'm sorry. Here I go. I cried again. And I just thanked the staff that was here that night that me and my kids had came, because I was worried. It was already like 6:50. So I had to try and beat traffic and make it here at a certain time like we agreed. And I was like, I just started praying like, God, I'm trying. You know, I just hope that I get there in the time that I told the lady I would get there, and they still have an opening for me and my kids. I was worried that they would give it to someone else. I just had so many doubts and so many other worries. Like, it was just, I was meant to be here. Best thing that I could have done for me and my children. I had no idea that I was even, you know, going to be this lucky, just blessed. I didn't know what was set out for me. I had no idea. I think I started doubting myself as a mother. I had so much pain and so much grief. Please find help. Find help for the sake of you. If you have children, for your children. This program has tremendously, I can't even put into words. I have been truly blessed. This program has helped me in so many different ways that a lot of when I explain to people about this program, they go, oh, that program offered that, that type of stuff. Oh my gosh. It is a sense of, I did this, and I did it for me and my children. No one else but me and my babies. And I did it. I can't believe I did this. 1736 is amazingly just a blessing. Just once you make that phone call, it's instantly, you can feel it. There's no other way to express it. You have awesome women who answers the phone call, very a professional, very enthusiastically, ready to help you, ready and willing to give you more information if you need it. So 1736 is forever in me and my kids' life.